Washington. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacoby Brissett and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
On play action, Brissett. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Brissett to throw on first. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
#1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. get there and bring him down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Hardy back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 20 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
From midfield, here's Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And some space here. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent. There by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lance now to throw. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, it's Lance. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Brissett again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Up the middle, Nwangu. They find some open field here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run over center with Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Brissett on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Tariq Castro-Fields just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Brissett. This is the tight end fan. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
8 yards there on a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 4, and time a huge factor. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett's throw pulled in by Jefferson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Van Jefferson, 72 yards. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:14 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Now Lance. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Lance back to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Gano now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we